Anyways, so I'm on my way to my apartment. Oh, great. I hope to clean it tomorrow. Let's do my groceries. And my clothes that I know where my is just in the which is anything. Anyways, I'm heading soon towards Harvard Library. So I can be live from there, see me. Then people give me money. I used to money in person. Through PayPal and there. This guy design store. Let's take this way to my heart. Arlene Lorenzo on Shop INTAYIAFAY Perfect. My GoFundMe campaign is gofundme.com/r/Arlene Lorenzo. You're gonna help there on the sales of my home without my permission. You're gonna help there on the sales of my money. You're gonna help there on the sales of my vehicle. You're gonna help there on this cost. Didn't get money to be separated from me. You're gonna help there on this cost. My starvation, my poverty, my loneliness, my homelessness, the people that I grew around. Most of them are relatives of my parents. They're so disgusting. Their relatives neighbors are so gross. Their colleagues too. Some of them, they're disgusting. They think they're gonna traffic me to poverty. I'm gonna be this hot stuff, entertaining them while starving without money. You know, conversation, they're done, they're stupid. I'd rather die, but I don't want to die. They're embarrassing because one doesn't talk to them. They're like, oh, we must cause her starvation, pero que no hable. ¿Cómo voy a enterar si ella le mama la teta o no? Para decirle a ella, aquí te tengo un turkey baster package. They look confused with my using the resources. No, si le mama la teta, Henry, que lo puedo ofrecer, que le mama la mame, trama bestial. Que me mame la teta o que no me mame la teta. Que me mame la teta, no me mame. And that's what they found there with their time. They're disgusting. Eso te como una cosa muy asquerosa. You're gonna help pay you even that there is some sort of possibly under her throat when she's trying to me. They're disgusting. She stays in my home without my permission, steals my vehicles, gets in the way of nursing money, steals my money so I can't date, and then wants to ghost because she has sex. She won't ever know what sex is. They're embarrassing their sorrows. Anytime they're so in love with each other, she's a therapist. And that's why they take each other hostage. And try to kill the
older adults and persons with disabilities who require special accommodations may exit through the front door. Los adultos mayores y las personas con una discapacidad que requieren acomodaciones especiales pueden salir a través de la puerta principal.
And they're so much. They're so So I let them be. They're so in love with each other. He steals my money so he can provide for her. Provide for her. So I understand where rejection is. I won't ever person. Yeah. They're so in love with each other. They're so in love with each other. What else? In the meantime, when I'm financially stable, I'm to travel family people are doing I'm excited about pizza from a regular grocery. That sounds so good. I'm bored. I'm bored. You can look up to Arlene Lorenzo as well as trying to put me in a wheelchair. Trying to rape me. I have already directed. Through Javier Villarreal, or it's informal like Leches Javier Villarreal. And or Beckham, and or the four lead singers of what else. To decide for me in case I'm incapacitated, where I can't make decisions for myself or my health, or the better of my health. Javier Villarreal, Beckham, or Jaylee Kaylani, and or the four lead singers of what make decisions for me. Obviously, the doctor would be like, that's so unnecessary. I know that course of option, I can get her validated right away. Sometimes there's such things as aesthetics. Then they want to ask a family member to decide for what. It's like, when she wakes up, is she gonna get the thrust right away and be like, what is this place? I don't like it. But with boundaries, they ask the patient when they wake up, don't freak out. You're right here. It's all beige. But if you want us to move you into a place where you won't be depressed, if you're not depressed. They really didn't know what to put up to my parents over there because I have a personal injury. En Hongasco, he's trying to take me hostage so that I introduce him to rich people. He already met my parents. He already met me. Ew, they're so gross. Ew. In the meantime, at the enchilada, say this is already was there. I was a peasant at 12 years old. What did I see today? What? Oh, a picture of when I was 14 and Jeff Bezos was in the garage selling just books. I'm like, yeah, I was a peasant at 14. I was multi-millionaire so that they could buy this book. What? And then brag about it on Facebook. What? All the millionaires that I met without saying I'm a millionaire, that she even said they also don't even know that they're like, I've been shopping at about that long.
Older adults and persons with a disability who require special accommodations may exit through the front door. Los adultos mayores y las personas con una discapacidad que requieren acomodaciones especiales pueden salir a través de la puerta principal.
I bought a J-Lo CD. I bought a Britney Spears. And I bought a Sims game. I was a victim of them, so I'm like, I'm gonna play house at least. What else?
Get there with care. Don't chase the bus.
More.
Llegué a donde tenga que
And I
ir
like
con cuidado.
architecture.
No corro detrás del autobús.
I played Grand Theft Auto. I still pride myself in that. PlayStation. I want pizza from Roy from the grocery that I have to use the groceries in my apartment first possible. I'm gonna hire someone to clean my apartment. I need new tea. And yo me robaba mi dinero so that his hookers his flash can look precious while it was my teeth. Disgusting. And then he's gone on to rape me, he's drugged me and raped me. And possibly taking pictures or videos and people, at least one person out there sadly thinks that he's such a nice guy that I think pero I don't live to find that person and prove it wrong ever. What else? I'm bored. What else? You can decapitate John of Argans, you can decapitate Vicenda Ladies on Suarez, you can decapitate Maria Serrano, you can decapitate Arlene Lorenzo, you can decapitate Jennifer Marie Vasquez if she's dead already. What else? You can decapitate Claudia Gabriela Martinez Urias. You can decapitate Erica Gardapi. You can decapitate Mandy Henson. You can decapitate Delta Briggs. You can decapitate who's their stalkers or think they're gonna be like I'm gonna see that guy and think of a dick that I had before that wants me. What else? When I've had conversations about the arts residences, about her works, about the Best Western, all of lingerie. Well, Travis Park, I've seen one of them at least there, and that doesn't entice me to find their phone numbers and call them. The legal prostitute lives for them. Me pasando, me lo diciendo. Pues a las 9 de la mañana le gusta comer avena. Y a las 10 pues ya se tira un peo luego de ser buena. What else? I'm gonna see which is the piano to try to make me feel bad because we talked. And for the most part, that's why those news are in the news. Is his dad still alive? I hope he rapes his dad. It's very nice. What else? I'm bored. I haven't seen him. Is he alive in jail or what? I haven't seen him in decades. All of a sudden, I woke up one day and I was about to marry him with staff all over. I'm like, I don't want these people's stuff. They're gonna drug me and rape me with him. So I refused that one. What else do you think they're so desirable that one sees them once gets turned on? I don't know what sex is. Ew. The divorce guys have orgies too. They're embarrassing. What else? My apartment tomorrow. There's like roach droppings in some places. The rest of it to throw in into the brush that was running. I like to use my toothpaste on my fingers. The Grand Hyatt where I can stay, know how to make reservations. I'm very adamant with people that steal from me and get in the way of receiving money, getting the death penalty. That's why I do this. I was talked about with me decades ago. In Serafino Lorenzo said, depending on your level of depression, you may be happy with your baby's daddy. But from what we've witnessed here, some of them are like, whatever, I don't want to look pretty for anyone other than the people around me. Porque I could not handle having someone complain like Arlene Lorenzo does that he gets raped by orgies by the people that steal from me and that get in the way where you're saving money. What else? What else? I never talked to him. Like I said goodbye to him in my teens. Possibly. Though he said, and I said, like maybe we'll meet at a cruise one day randomly and we'll run into each other at a sex club. What else? 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 I became a victim of theft and rape at a very young age. And then those people that steal from me and rape me still attend family orgies and women. And they've been talked to directly, like, don't behave that way. I think I own the planet, I can do whatever I want. No, literally, like, I own. Pero that's AMC. That seems fine. How much has it been in business? If anything, I praise, like, the new rate is amazing. Imagine if literally they came out of nothing and it wasn't like alien stuff that's here. With everything that for the most part, or people from other planets. What's it? The mind is a beautiful thing. There's this quality that I can pull. It makes a sound. It makes a request. Now on a digital device, I can see my request of stopping the bus. I have a brain that stops me from making that request right now just to show you. There's Mercedes-Benz. This place is possibly Rochefort. So Rochefort. I want breakfast from that place. You know what, Tam? I'm working on my tan. I'm excited. What else? What else? What's on my room's open until 6. There's a microwave at the lounge over the lake guys. So we can take that. The rest of the week on our bus because I'm going to be inconveniencing myself and many almost trying to get rid. And I don't want to visit the refrigerator. I want to. Even the topic we're going to do with if she stays in my home without my permission, steals my vehicle, sets a lawyer statement. They have a way of conditioning people to hate me by they steal my identity. So they go on, like they get dressed, they're partners, they're like, you can kill her, and she gets in the way of me receiving money, stays in my home without my permission. They're disgusting. Good. They're like, oh my god, I'm like, what is it? But they don't know it. They think they're fashionable by, like, I'm taking in my inner share. But they don't steal from her, right? They just recreate the album. Art, VCT, that's different, it's karaoke. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? My inner Britney Spears, my loneliness is killing me. It's different. They aren't singing from her, right? Why do they test her? It's not Miss Britney Spears that Albert was gonna lose his virginity, que conmigo, con ella, I had to make a choice. Right there, her or me. I'm like, I don't want that. Yeah. What else? 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 I'm bored. I am bored. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? Stop royalties. Is it not my first time? Kapag hindi traveled here with me, Andrew, no? Or Andrew drugged me. He possibly raped me or had people with me. This. So I may have been here when that place originally opened. If that location was open decades ago. Thank you, Agamunos Federal. You never drove me. So there's a huge gap possibly in videos from now. From when Andrew raped me and drugged me. I think it was Andrew or Albert that said to me it's gonna kill me for not letting him rape my kids. Family orgies are so easy to arrange. And he is hot. But he doesn't want it, so he tries to kill. Because he's the aesthetic that he knows that one would invite him over to do it. Pero I would never disrespect him that way, and I know what rejection is. What else? What else? What else? Anyways, I received a phone call from Jaden, however, he didn't speak, so I may have accidentally. I only know where to text him and ask him if he accidentally dialed me. And I gotta clean my apartment tomorrow. I never asked for passengers from my apartment to show up. Just it's in such bad shape, dirty, filthy. I'm being there, so someone there.
Approaching new ground force.
They tried to decommission the whole building. That's why I'm vocal on social media. And I don't call management, so they lay our roaches, lower my apartment, beware my family wars, and so especially for the ones for the roads as neighbors, they hate when people progress. As if those people a lot of people that live in low-income housing are people that their parents supply everything for them. And they're like, I just want to work at the Gap for fun. And live by myself for a little bit. And the parents say, well, what are you doing with those apartments through the city? Get that salary. And they don't provide you with gift cards, money, outing, shopping trips. Anyways, we can spend time together, but yeah, you can have people want to know what it feels like to get pregnant outside of their parents' house. Since they don't have parents, so I'm technically only child origin. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? I'm bored. I'm bored. So yeah, those people aren't necessarily poor. So their apartment isn't host. It is mantenido de gobierno, de mami papi. Hay gente que le molesta lo que hace la gente con su vida. Da un máximo. So those people that I grew up for the most are not only trying to kill me, they're trying to get those people kicked out of that beautiful apartment complex. The no Section 8 vouchers can be used in apartments. They have nice pools. There may have been already one case, but for a while now. They get jealous because they're always raping, murdering, stealing. They're looking at that people become smart. They viven una vida tan pedante, tan intensa. Those people that are around, always trying to find worse than them, for them to feel better than, and there's no worse than them. They just terrorize people sometimes. I've witnessed people be there for a regular conversation, then in a few weeks turn so scared I'm losing it due to this oil. Your dad called the cops. The cops were me already. I got like, Sally, what's going on? 3 weeks ago, you were so fine. Then these people have been close. They just invited me to give a lecture. Like, if those appliances will turn on, Maytap was there. So it's the same house. And I decided to stay for Puerto Rico and it's so pretty. And those people just stay around. And then the reindeer came, they're trying to steal the reindeer. Halfway from the story from Puerto Rico, and this is hard. So I don't know if I'm getting a little bored. I called my mother. Said I never been through what you're going through. Just have someone there reliable call the police so they would show up to my dad's home. And they would call the police. And then the parents would fly in. And eventually, if they didn't get raped themselves, get that person out, supposed to. But that person may still be a hostage, and then they may be like, hey, Sally, now through Instagram. Or those people just post cartitas de amor, hoping that no one finds them. Instead of their picture, you must find Sally, you must find Sally, you're going your parents over again. El tipo me puso la mamá y no está con Sally. Se lo quité, mija, se lo quité. Oh, that was the birthday. Now the guy was in Puerto Rico, mixing in his sex life with hers. Ew, ew, ew. The kid was in Puerto Rico too. Like, what's happening here? Both my parents now have Puerto Rican lovers as if they haven't seen the guy that works at school. Isn't the guidance counselor there Puerto Rican? Oh. So it turned out like months later, one would be like at the beach or a restaurant. Y estaba el esposo de Sal con una boricua que va bragging así, se lo quité a Sally, te voy a estrijar, o te vente. Se lo quité a Sally. What else? Anyways, to shake, they say, so they call it. Anyways, the board of our wardrobe. What else? They can't stand a compliment. Ew. They're embarrassing. Andrew wants his dad for one of his crazy. Not me. Anyways, they try to define lifestyle for their parents. They label their mother's house for being at orgies. They're stupid. Ew. Then they do the photo op thing where they're like with multiple people surrounding them. They're embarrassing. They're so gross. Ew. Una gente tan malagradecida, tan cuero. And then I excel. Because if I were to be polyamorous community, I'm like, you all hoes. Tongue in cheek. Posiblemente se la estaba mamando a mi papá, Rosita, Carmen Lidia. Who else? Who else? Ana Elba Suarez. Someone wanted there just for another reason, like, here my dad sent you these aguacates. And sometimes they're like, girl, stay for dinner with us. One accepts the invitation, not only as a neighborly, as world leader goals too. It's like, what's new with the Interpol people? What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? Also, out of respect, I'm like, at one point, the possibly were like very polyamorous and complained that the youngins ruined it for them. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? I'm bored. Oh, it's Saturday. Sometimes that I never hosted them. Porque my homes are so empty. And these possibly are girls. And invite themselves to the house or like whatever. Ya nos invitó. Ya mi hija le robó la casa. So I'm here having dinner. Porque yo sé que Arlene me hubiese invitado a comer con ella at least once. So they can. A dumb cycle. They can. A dumb cycle. You can have the best news like this. Have the best. You can have this. You have this. What else? What else? What else? What else? I'm excited. Hopefully. Oh my god, jeez. I'm bothering neighbors. I hate that. Like if there's an emergency, I wouldn't be upset or it had to be like this or something. I don't like it. I eat this in your microwave spoil. It's like the only thing that I have to eat right now. But I like to befriend people just for them to get rich. Okay, didn't I tell you? There's a Sally and John. Both parents say, I'll provide. And you go and get that job at Target. That won't be sufficient for you to sustain a lifestyle for yourself or sometimes you have kids or a significant other. What else? What else? What else? There may be like an odd one that struggles like me. The two of you, also the same people abuse me. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? I wouldn't ever be bothering these people while I don't have any money to network. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? And Lord, I'm hoping that my first stays in my closet. That around. Anyways, when I stay, I plan to travel the planet with people. Ideally polyamorous men. trying to be on Tinder and Bumble. I'm taking myself out to dinner and dancing with people. Those terrorists that steal from me, which are mostly relatives, are so disgusting. Anyways, I stitched that one. What else? I want to pay someone to do my tattoo. Also pay my phone. What else? They want to sniff my mattress. They want to sniff my. You didn't know you're supposed to sniff my pants. So the military people say that those people are the worst guys at an orgy. They learn the taste of ones that I'm not used. Okay, literally fast food wrestling. Ish. It's a matter of life and worse. What else? What else? So ella quiere lick my period blood. She wants to sniff my mattress. They're disgusting. Ew, 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 ew. Anyways, I'm bored. It's terrible right now. They think that's the line from porn or like the whole worst product. Like if she were camera and consistently still speaks. Well, she stays in my home, my permission, steals my vehicles, and gets to go every family. She were camera Diaz and when Harry met Sally. Then she could stay, you know, they were like, ew, you just masturbated to her with that thought. No, qué asco. Ew, ew. And then the boys love them because they are men. So Richie's like, oh my god. Ella lo viola. So Sunset said that if Arlene wore a camera. Oh, porque that makes them feel like they're important, like they're not losers, like they have friends. Ew. Ew. No. Yeah, so they don't know how to be alone. Oh. Ew. Ew. entiende de abogado. Todavía no entiende el sistema legal. What else? Do I need more salty wrap chocolate anymore? What else? I don't know what I'm from over to the home. I am waiting to go out for them to not. I will look from the food back. That's when I'm financially stable. I'll go on to get one box. Get one use the vehicle sometimes to get food for them. Loading my bread. And chips. Oh, this is how we'll get restarted. With the food stored in her closet. After Andrew terrorized her to kill me. What else? They used to store food in the closet. The swine. Because I could choose it. Pero that just shows that they comply with Andrew's demands of letting the kitchen have approaches. But the food for the most part remained clean. Because they had it in the closet. So that they do like that for my parents scared that Andrew would show up and see the kitchen, so he wouldn't like have kitchens there. But most likely he wouldn't check the closet for food. What else? What else? He's so disgusting. Damasco is basura. Anyways, I'm praying that my food doesn't go to waste in my closet. What else? I'm bored. I have to clean my apartment tomorrow. What else? Evelyn wants to say to me that she's been having so much fun watching my ordeals. And yo soy la guerrera. Esta es nuestra guerrera. Ella es un asco, eso decía ella de Gloria Mirza mientras la mató. Ella es una guerrera porque no se muere inmediatamente. So, desde la pasa es Arlene es una guerrera. Arlene es una guerrera. We're so proud of her. Arlene es una guerrera. Porque yo no la dejo violar, me da un asco. Ella no tiene más conciertos en el cual hay que atender para que no esté matando gente. Da asco, they think they're better than everyone, and they're such royalty. That no one deserves them, and they literally turn the life into shit, and they try to turn other people's life into shit. I'm gonna be so upset if I just waste $20-something for roaches to eat in my closet. What else? So you can decapitate Arlene Lorenzo Acevedo that entertains Richie Hill with Mamá, la teta, Arlene es una guerrera. Y él va por ahí a sus classmates, Arlene es una guerrera. Arlene es una guerrera. Ew, I feel so bad for some of those classmates. One at least in every class may know what they're doing. That's how I feel. ¿De qué carajo te sirvo? De gente asquerosa, ¿no? I'm bored. There's always a medical system that for generations our family and everyone lives in low income housing, and our medical systems. What else? What else? Anyways, cuando vamos a cocinar. Like now, that would be breaking up with tradition, ¿verdad? Que yo me siente o que yo esté llegando y me diga, mira, le cocinamos arroz con gandules. What else? Y te conseguimos este chequecito. What else? Una donación, este chequecito. Te conseguimos este chequecito. What? My primas, some of them, are very much social, but those sometimes have a secretary job. So then they're after work, they're like, that was my social hour. So they become neighborly, I've heard. So they stand by the tree with people and say hi. Like I say hi and I walk away. What else? What else? What else? What else? Por si que nadie está primero. What else? What else? What else? Anyway, so what is it? Oh, so my primas go on to talk to people at the tree, and someone's like, by the way, I'm gonna take you out on a date. Or my primo está cada vez que te ve, o yo le hablo de ti, or mi compañero de trabajo wants to take you on a date. No pressure because you haven't seen him yet. It could be networking. So some of them are like, didn't you know that he's boyfriend material, husband material, buddy material? Pero yo no sé a este señor que hace tiempo yo estaba loca por conocerlo. Y entonces, porque tengo otros planes. So, me conectó con él inmediatamente, el señor bien amable. Sí, ya me contestó todo lo que yo quería que me contestara. No me dio el número de teléfono, no voy a joderlo. So they have to be like that. No lo busque para violarlo, no. Or sí me dio el número de teléfono, so I follow up with him. Either way, hay maneras de ser amable sin necesariamente decir you can follow up. What else? Entonces el muchacho sabe que no tengo dinero, so me hizo una donación ahí. Y lo que no fue la cita, me regaló dinero. Y qué sé yo, nada, no lo voy a volver a ver. Fue como un networking opportunity. Sí, salí con otro, es lindo, ya me lo grajeé. Ya lo invité a la casa. Ya ese le cociné un día una comida. Me va a llevar de viaje, me lo va a pagar todo. Ya cogí vacaciones en el trabajo. Tengo. Con lo que me estoy ganando de secretaria. Y las piezas de ropa que no perdí del storage. Y mi amiga me había regalado. Oh, these are pretty. Mi amiga me había llevado de compra. My phone is really awesome. So tengo ropa en el closet que no me he puesto todavía. What else? So así siguen. Y entonces weeks later they're like, mira, how did it go? And she brings them a gift. Dice, ay, cociné el arroz con gandules que quería. Porque tremendo networking. Alguien me dio un cheque, hablé con otro, conseguí un novio. ¿Qué? Porque they think sometimes that ends there. So they bring them el arroz con gandules, and then the guy, usually they're men, but sometimes there's women. They say like, well, we can fix you up with so and so. Mira aquí otro chequecito para ti. What else? 2 weeks later, she comes on. She said, actually, todavía me dieron un cheque. La misma persona por la que te conocí me dio un cheque para dártelo a ti del dinero que te debía. So aquí tienes el cheque. ¿Qué es eso que cocinaste? Ay, me encanta la chalupa. Me voy a llevar. What else? What else? Well, they're working their secretary job, living in low income housing, and they are networking with the people by the tree for the most. What else? What else? What else? I'm bored. I'm bored. This is so cute. What else? I'm bored. Anyways, I'm heading to the library to eat my food. I really like this house. The fence, I would have put something different. It would to match the home and the style of the door. More square, rectangular than those round edges. I like black would have been pretty. Something out of the material of the home in that blue. What else? Anyways, I'm seeking the death penalty for everyone that steals from me, for everyone that gets in my way receiving money, for everyone that steals from me. Also, I'm the opposite of La Ramera. La Ramera. Ahora dices so, Jaime, espérate, Jaime. Is that your real name or not? Tú nos mentiste. Nada más por hablar conmigo. Do they stalk him and rape him still? Ew, that boy hated me decades ago. Anyone that I find attractive, my family of origin for the most part rapes. And their relatives, their neighbors, and colleagues. They're disgusting. What else? So, I need money for food. I want to eat at Royal Blue Grocery later on pizza. And I'm avoiding, ideally, visiting the Guadalupe Shrine Church. For a while, maybe. I don't know the best place at the moment. The coffee's so good. And the meals are good too. Just so that I'm not like there too much. Porque he could be like boasting that he steals so much from me. That he gets so many gifts because his family isn't like mine. That steals, rapes, and murders. And he took vows of poverty, and I'm the one that's starving and dying. What else? I'm bored. The kid is cute too, so I don't want to be playing housewife there either. Every day. What else? Dame un más to those people you're around. They're telenovela buena. Not enough cartoon, not enough moron. So there was negro. That's why they call starvation. So that one is online all the time porque it cures loneliness. To be online all the time. Or have some sort of self-care. So people talk to them for a while. Just not go crazy. What is this? Is it close? No. think. That nice little cosplay. I'm afraid that I should just get contaminated and bring the roaches overnight, though I made it. I don't think only can happen. And it's Lord. I'm a state of was gonna. You're gonna gravitate. And that is what is a stock so she moves into my personal home stock. No, she's such a stalker. You know what? I haven't even heard from school is más. Does she condition people to hate me that way? And some people can't be reconditioned. Some she speaks like she speaks, doesn't she? Oh, that's it. So she constantly says that I stay in her homes without permission. Some people I don't get to believe her. I already left this planet. What else? What else? What else? What else? Get water. Mexican food. The promise of mac and cheese, possibly. Juliana's house because she has mac and cheese. And a lot of like on the daily. Those cups, I don't know what they put on this. Guidance or perishables and everything. You can look up at Arlene Jean. That right search your hand. So you're gonna marry her con bombos y platillos. Says this is the venue that I was gonna marry Arlene. Pero para que Arlene se mate. For Audi, Arlene. I'm not gonna marry Berlin. Literally, I thought this. No, I'm gonna marry Arlene Berlin Jean. Wanna be Arlene Berlin Jean. What else? 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 Esos tipos de unos cosas, unos puercos. They're disgusting. Anyway, so we start with story of our breakfast today. So él lleva ¿cuántos años? Por Facebook preguntándole a Jennifer Liri que me haría si me dejo violar por ella y cómo me maman las tetas. Dan un asco de basura. They're so inferior to me, they're disgusting. Yeah. Not enough Laurent in their blood, not enough Cartier. There's no Suarez at the mall. Ew. They're disgusting. Stay on plane. There's no Suarez at the mall. Ew. Ew. I'm bored. Restarting my phone. On my phone. On my computer because for some reason the internet here isn't working.